following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcons soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback, Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Falcons come out, and they are led by Michael Penix, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Left side, he's got McLeod. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And the Bills are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Raiders' extra point is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. London brought in motion. On play action, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Atlanta.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he is out of bounds. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He's got the 1st down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line. second and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
On third and goal, it's Penix. Over the top, he's got it. Darnell Mooney, touchdown Atlanta.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
An extra point attempt to follow.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills' offense about ready to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off, hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. 3rd and inches. As we are ready to get back underway. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Buffalo.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Man in motion is Coleman. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to throw again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Hayden Ellis gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Throwing is Penix. He's got his tight end, Pretoriano. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
So I was sitting up here, and I was thinking that they might go with a little play action, something to counter this heavy personnel that the defense brought in, but they weren't going to let the defense dictate the plan to them. They pick up just enough on the ground, and they get a fresh set.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The 39-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Penix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 46, here's 2nd down. Play action. It's Allen to the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
In motion, Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bills 1st down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Gain on the play. First down, Bill.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing again, it's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He pulls it in around the 5, and he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll throw. It's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Bradley Pinion now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On first down, it's Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
2nd down, they need 7. To the air once more is Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Buffalo.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll get about 2. Matt Milano there to stop him. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Atlanta.
That's good for the Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker, Matt Milano, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here, over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Contrington to return it. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook, and he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
Hayden Ellis. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming back.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal. To the air is Allen. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will take a 21-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
That's good for Falcons. First down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
On the keeper. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, deep ball for London. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 3. Allen gonna give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain.
To the goal line and in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That his second touchdown tonight. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now going to keep it on the zone read. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And it'll be second down. On the give, it's Robinson. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
So we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Buffalo.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on second down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third and goal, here's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
the shotgun. It's Penix taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He'll try to run for it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
London brought in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. He's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Throwing is Penix. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Extra point attempt still to come.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit.
Falcons 14.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A run up the middle with Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
James Cook. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now a design run. It's Allen, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Agnew on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Begin with a zone read. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Going to keep it on the zone read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And it's third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Chance to get him closer to that finish line. It is 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.